Hello everyone. Since the dawn of Hearthstone time, the casters have held all the power, able to say what they want with zero repercussions. That ends today. It's time to put some of that power back into the hands of you, the viewer. On this show, I will highlight some of the caster moments from throughout Hearthstone Esports that are truly sap-worthy. Welcome to episode 1 of Sapcasters. Our first sap-worthy moment comes from the king of sap himself, Derek Brown. The number one rule of casting Hearthstone is simply just know the name of the cards. This is Derek's feeble attempt to try and explain one of the Kazakhstan treasures. Get this guy out of here.
It's just whether the powerful treasures will be able to come down quickly enough for Trehezen. So we'll have to see, obviously, those high priority targets, Embers of Ragnaros, the Locusts, maybe even cold, Absolute Cold, Super Cold, very freezing, chilly card to deal 8 damage to your opponent. All those burst damage cards become very, very high priority.
You said all those things, but not sheer cold, which is a
there we go.
Move. Part is pure cold.
Ah, right, my mistake.
Absolute cold, super cold, very freezing, chilly card.
Our second sap-worthy moment is once again from His Royal Sappy Highness, Derek Brown. If the number one rule of casting Hearthstone is to know the names of the cards, then obviously the number 2 rule of Hearthstone casting would be to know what the cards do. In this clip, Derek gets hyped for a top deck. But was it ever really a top deck at all?
Oh, that is such a good top deck, though. A complete board clear. And you could even go coin, solar, moon touched at the end.
Seems exciting, no? Well, let's rewind just a few moments.
Biomatic can help disrupt. Choose the worst treasure off the top.
Right.
Luckily for Derek, Gia came in with the save. I think I can say what's on everyone's mind right now. Sapcaster.
It's not even a top deck. Trehezen chose that. Or Hyung.
True. That's true.
Our third sap-worthy moment comes to us from Europe Grandmasters, courtesy of our resident linguistics expert, Alexander Raven Baguli. I think we all know that the number one rule of Hearthstone casting is act as if you're always on camera. Because you just might be.
It's just been a rough set of matches, really, hasn't it? As it looks like my camera's super delayed as well. Brilliant. But yeah, it does mean that we do have this Druid versus Demon Hunter left over. And again, this is one where I think it really could go...
Just sit here and look miserable as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is how I look when I cast, if you guys would like to know. Full focus, slouched, not having good posture in any way, because I save all my good posture for when I'm on camera.
Is this intentional? Is Raven looping his camera? Is he using a soundboard? Is Raven even real? One thing's for sure. Sap him. Our next moment is a little different. In this clip, we're going to highlight some brilliant Hearthstone casting brought to you by Neil Larindabond and yours truly during a high-level match of America's Grandmasters Hearthstone. Prepare to be wowed.
Without any more overload, but he's got both of those things.
Alright, now Serpentine Portal is even more damage.
And it fits.
And it fits. It'd be plus 4 spell damage. It'd be 21, and then there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overload.
I wasn't paying any attention. I was looking at the thing, but it's, lots of things are happening that looks like it's lethal.
Yeah, he got it.
While Neil and I are displaying our incredible depth of Hearthstone knowledge and mathematics, I think we know that the number one rule of Hearthstone casting is to make sure that you pay attention to both players. And we certainly failed at that. Is it sap-worthy? I think not. But we'll let you be the judge of that. Thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Sap Casters. I hope you've all been enlightened, and I hope all the Hearthstone casters out there are just a little bit more afraid the next time they decide to break a golden rule of Hearthstone casting.